Let's shift gears a little bit. You and I will be in Indianapolis for that exciting scouting combine where we get to see guys run around and show off their, obstacle course skills, for lack of a better term. It's kind of interesting. Top 3 guys in a lot of the mock drafts found their way to Ohio State to at least start their college football career. What do you expect to see from Burrow and Chase Young and Acuna? What do you expect to see? Those are guys that are going to light it up there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Chase Young is going to be nuts, right? I mean, he is a tremendous technician. He's got a huge motor, but he's also an unbelievable athlete. And so you're going to have a lot of comparisons. It's just fascinating for Ohio State fans to see this. We were in this situation with Joey Bosa and then Nick Bosa and now Chase Young. Joey Bosa went 3rd in the draft. Nick Bosa went 2nd, and now Chase Young's probably going to go 2nd. That's what we're talking about with Ohio State defensive ends. I don't know that we're going to learn anything about Chase Young, but I think he's going to reinforce who he is. But I do think it's going to be interesting to hear NFL people, and they're not going to get too specific, but the idea of comparing them to the Bosas. When you saw what Nick Bosa just did, he was a vital part of a Super Bowl, of a team that got to the Super Bowl as a rookie in the NFL, and that people think maybe Chase Young is even a smidge better than that. That is going to be fascinating to see what NFL people say about this guy. Jeff Okudah has a very good chance to be the number 3 pick in the draft. A lot of people are projecting him to Detroit at number 3. Again, Ohio State's had this run of cornerbacks from Marshawn Lattimore to Eli Apple to Bradley Roby to Garyon Conley. They've had so many good guys, and I think Jeff Okudah has a chance to be the best of the bunch. That's how good he is. The issue around Joe Burrow is there going to be a lot of talk? Does he maybe want to do something to not end up in Cincinnati? I think he's so good in games. I don't know that he'll light it up. He's a good athlete. Joe Burrow really is a good athlete. I don't know the combine's the place for him. He's a great decision maker when you get a defense in front of him. But I think people think right now, and I think they'll still think it after the combine, that the top 3 picks in this draft are going to be former Buckeye.
That says quite a bit to the way they've gone about recruiting and identifying talent that, 4 years after the fact, they got arguably the 3 best players that are going to be on that draft board. What do you think the combine does? Are the interviews that, we don't get to see, is that really the most important thing in the medicals that they go through?
I mean, it's a place to get the medicals. You get those drug tests, right? There's always a guy or two who pops on that. There's such short interviews. There are times later on for the NFL teams to get to go know guys much better. I don't know that it changes your mind on anything. I think it reconfirms a lot of things if you think stuff about guys. But, the story is on the film for the most part. And again, if you find teams that are falling in love with guys based off combine things, they're probably making bad picks. So the film matters, but you get to know these guys a little bit. You get to that initial contact in a lot of ways before you start getting out there and having guys come into interviews for your building. And there's a limit on that. So you can kind of help decide which guys do we want to hear more from and see more of, and which guys do we want to focus on when we go out to team pro days, which will be happening in March. But, a lot of it is, I don't know that the combine's changing anybody's minds. It's maybe reconfirming what you think going in.